Hey folks, thanks for joining us at the Hearing Club. Today, we're going to talk about your hearing aids, how to connect them to your iPhone, which hearing aids are compatible with the iPhone, and what you're able to do without any additional software. You don't have to download any other apps. The iPhone actually has native software already installed on your phone right out of the box if you have an iPhone X or later, or an iPhone 10 or later. So first we're going to talk about which hearing devices are compatible with it, and then we'll get into the rest of the details. So let's dive right in. So first let's talk about the MFI hearing aids. MFI stands for Made for iPhone, and there's a bunch of different hearing aids out there that are made for the iPhone. If your hearing aid is one of those, then you can use the special software that's already preloaded into your iPhone, again, if you have a 10 or later. What this allows you to do is control your hearing aids without downloading any additional apps. Your phone's already ready to go. Now you can go to this website to check and see if your hearing aid is in the list and see if your hearing aid is an MFI or made for iPhone hearing aid. You just go to support.apple.com, and I'm going to actually put this website or this URL in the description so you can just click on it and it will take you right to this list. And if your hearing aid is in this list, then you are good to go, and this video is for you. Now for today's video, we're going to be using Costco's Rextion Bycore. These are really great hearing aids. They're made by a company called Savantos, and they also manufacture Miracle Ear hearing aids, True Hearing, and Signia. And here's ours right here, the Bycore rechargeable lithium ion. Now, if your hearing aid is not in this list and it does have Bluetooth and it's a newer hearing aid, that doesn't mean it can't connect to the iPhone. It just means it's going to connect a different way, and you're not going to be able to use this software that we're going to show you in the video. You're probably going to have to connect your hearing aid through the Bluetooth menu or through the app itself. And you can rest assured that we will definitely be covering those other hearing aids in future videos. So if you want to see more information just like this, how to connect your hearing aids to different phones, how to connect your hearing aids to the iPhone when they are not an MFI or made for iPhone hearing aid, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and they will be coming very soon. So before you get started, you want to make sure that your hearing aid is fully charged or has a really good charge on it if it's rechargeable, or you have some pretty fresh batteries if they are not rechargeable. Once that's all set, you're going to take your iPhone and you are going to go to the settings, which is the little gear icon. Once you're in settings, you're going to scroll down to accessibility. And then once you're in accessibility, you're going to scroll down to the hearing section, and you're going to click on or tap on hearing devices. Now, once you make it to the hearing devices screen, you're going to see one of two things. It's either going to say MFI hearing devices and it's going to say searching, or if you have an old set of hearing aids that used to be connected to your iPhone but you don't have them anymore, you might see them listed under MFI hearing devices. And if that's the case, you're going to want to click on that and then select forget this device or forget device, and you want to get it out of there, because we're going to be starting fresh and we're going to be connecting a new set of hearing aids to the iPhone, so we have to get rid of the old ones. Now, once you get rid of the old hearing aids, or if this is your first set of hearing aids you've ever connected to this phone, it should say searching with a little thing going around in circles. Now what you're going to do is shut off your hearing aids, and then you're going to turn them back on. What this does is this puts your hearing aids in pairing mode so that they can be found by the iPhone. If they're not in pairing mode, they will never show up on this screen. And once you get your hearing aids in pairing mode by shutting them off and then quickly turning them back on, they're only going to be in pairing mode for a couple of minutes, so you have a pretty short window to get them connected. Now, these Rextion Bycore hearing aids are very similar to any type of Bluetooth hearing aids. There's usually two different ways to shut your hearing aids off if it's rechargeable. If your hearing aid is rechargeable, you can shut them off by placing them in the charger. That shuts them off and starts charging the hearing aids, and then taking them out of the charger will automatically turn them back on. Just make sure you have them in the charger at least long enough for you to see the light or the indicator that they are charging before you pull them back out of the charger. If you do it too quick, they might not have a chance to shut off. Now, if you don't have your charger with you, or it's upstairs and you're downstairs and you want to shut them off without the charger, that's an option too. So with these Rextion Bycores, you can actually shut them off by holding the volume down button. On the back of the Rextion, it's got a rocker switch. You can either press it up or you can press it down, and we're going to hold the volume down part, the bottom part of the button, until the hearing aid shuts off. Now, since these Rextions don't have a indicator light on the hearing aid, you're going to have to listen to them and listen for that shutdown tone. So hold down the volume down button long enough for you to hear the hearing aids shutting off. And that's usually the case for most other hearing aids that have buttons on them. Now, if your hearing aid only has one button, like most of the Resounds and Belltone hearing aids, you hold that button down and you either wait for the light to turn off. I know on the Resounds, the light blinks 3 times, and that lets you know that it's shutting off. On the Philips or Oticon hearing aids, the light turns orange, and that lets you know that it's shut off. And we'll go into detail for these other brands and other videos. But for now, for these Rextions, you hold the volume down button until you hear the hearing aid shutting off by playing a little shutdown melody. Now, if you have hearing aids that take batteries and are not rechargeable, that's super easy. You just open up the battery door all the way and then you close it, and that's going to shut them off by opening the door and turn them back on by closing the door. Once you've powered the hearing aids back up by either closing the battery door, taking them out of the charger, or holding down the button, your hearing aid should pop up in this screen underneath MFI hearing devices. Now, if you have turned your hearing aids off and back on and they're still not showing up in this screen and it still says it's searching, then there could be a couple issues. Maybe it's not a MFI or made for iPhone hearing aid. It might not have enough charge, or the battery that's in there might be going dead, or the Bluetooth might be turned off, and it does need to be turned on. So make sure your Bluetooth is turned on. The hearing aids have to have a pretty good charge for them to be connected in this menu. Now, once your hearing aids pop up on the screen, it should be in black writing and it should say not paired next to it. And you're going to want to tap on that with your finger or click on it to pair the hearing aids. You should get a prompt that says Bluetooth pairing request, and you want to go ahead and hit pair. And if you have 2 hearing aids, this should pop up 2 different times, one for the left and one for the right. And you're going to go ahead and select pair on both pop-ups. Once you select pair on both of those pop-ups, you're all done. It should say the name of your hearing aids at the top of the screen. It should show your battery life for the right and the left. And you should have a couple different options in here where you can change the microphone level or the volume of your hearing aids for the left and the right side. You can also change your programs if you have different programs in your hearing aids, like outdoor mode or music mode or restaurant mode. And you can even use your iPhone as a microphone, and that's called the Live Listen. And at the bottom, it should say Start Live Listen in blue writing. If you select that, it turns your iPhone into a microphone. And you can use this at dinner or anytime you want to be able to hear your partner or your loved one, or your family and friends. If you're having dinner, the person that is holding your iPhone can talk into the phone and the sound will be transferred directly to your hearing aids, like one of those little microphones or MyPals that you can get for your hearing aids. So let's say you're having dinner with your friend, you're sitting at the table across from each other. You can just put your iPhone in front of your friend that you're speaking to, and you should be able to hear everything that they're saying, because the iPhone's going to be picking up their voice and sending it directly to your hearing aids. Now, once you've confirmed that they're connected and ready to go, you're all done. And you could get back to this menu by the same exact steps by going to Settings, Accessibility, and then Hearing Devices. Now, one thing that a lot of people aren't aware of is there's actually a secret hearing aid menu built into the iPhone. So at any time, no matter what screen you're on your iPhone, you could be listening to music, you can be watching a video, you could be messaging somebody. Just triple click or press your side lock screen button 3 times, kind of fast, and the secret hearing aid menu will pop up, giving you all these options that you have right here. This is a quick hidden shortcut that will take you to your hearing aid settings. It's really, really cool. So there you have it, folks. This is a really helpful thing. You don't have to download any additional apps or any additional software. Again, it comes preloaded on your iPhone 10 or your iPhone X or later. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and we may feature one of your questions in one of our future videos. And if you don't want to miss those videos, make sure you like and subscribe. And pretty soon, we'll be doing a video on how to get your phone calls streamed through your hearing aids on the iPhone and on the Android phones, so that whenever you get a phone call, you don't have to put it on speaker anymore and have everybody listen to your personal conversations. Instead of the phone call sound coming out of your phone, the phone call will be directly coming through your hearing aids. It will be streaming right to your hearing aids, and you would be the only one that can hear the conversation. No more speakerphone. We'll be going over that in one of our next videos, so don't miss out. My name is Brian. You're watching the Hearing Club, and you all have a wonderful day.